Charlie, many congratulations. A new star is born at the World Darts Championship. Just try and put your emotions into words after that one.
Yeah, it's an hard one. I think it's a bit overwhelming, but yeah, it felt absolutely amazing out there. So yeah.
And when I spoke to you last week, you said it was your dream to play on the World Championship stage. Did it live up to the expectations?
Yeah, definitely. I think the game were a great pace and a good standard. So yeah, I think everyone else enjoyed it as well. And you know, it's good to have the crowd on your side on your debut as well.
It was a brilliant game to watch. So much drama, so much tension. What was going through your head in that final leg?
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. It's just one of them things where it just all hits you at once, and yeah, it was a good feeling. But like I said, I couldn't tell you what was going through my head. You know, starting that leg, ending that leg, anything.
And you produced so many magical moments on the Dev Tour this year. A lot of people have been tipping you to have a real run here. What's that expectation like? Or are you able to like embrace it?
Well, yeah, I can do, but you know, people can sort of say anything about me, and you know, I'll just play my own game no matter what they say. So yeah. Cheers.
Charlie, congratulations. When you've got the eyes of the world watching you in round one, what's that expectation like, and do you like it?
Yeah, I think the crowd were brilliant, and I think, yeah, I didn't even really like people sort of overthink it, and you know, I just went up there, you know, forget about who was watching on TV and everything. You know, the few people that I brought sort of, you know, they helped me on, and the crowd did as well. So yeah, no expectations from my side. I was just going as a free shot.
We see you play on the edge. We see the big celebrations from you. Is that something that we're going to see all the time? Is that you? Is that your character up there?
I couldn't tell you really. I think if it's a key moment in a game, then yeah, I think adrenaline just takes over, and you'll just you'll do what you do. Simple as that, really. And
towards the end of that game, did you sense that Cammy was perhaps just losing his composure a little bit, and there was a real sense of opportunity there for you in that final set?
Yeah, definitely. I think I back myself against anyone, so yeah, whether it's loss of composure or anything like that with a crowd or anything, I just thought I did my bit and did it quite well.
And then at the end, when he's obviously lost his head, is that not, I'm guessing, a moment that you expect on your World Championship debut to see on that stage? What was your thoughts?
And I was doing my own thing. I couldn't tell you really. So yeah, simple as that really.
Charlie, congratulations on the win. Once again, on that at the end, when you're seeing it, you say you're doing your own thing.
He's already answered that one.
Just on yourself then, was the aim just to get to Ali Pali this year, or were you a little bit gutted on missing out on potentially getting your tour card via the development tour ranking system?
No, definitely not. I think it was. You've got to look at it this way. It's year one of doing everything. I went to Q School in January for the first time. I've done Q School, Challenge Tour, Development Tour, been invited to a few Pro Tours, UK Open, World Masters qualifiers, stuff like that. It's year one of doing everything, so this is just a great bonus for me to even be here, let alone just win on that stage.
Being able to settle on that stage and come through such a tight encounter, went all the way down to the end like we said before, does that actually think, do you know what, I could be someone who goes on a really deep run here and I am going to make my name one of the biggest in the sport?
Possibly, yeah. I think it's just one of them things where, you know, I've just played well there, got through a tight game, and, you know, Cammy played well as well, so, you know, next game it could be completely different. I'm just trying to take it one game at a time and just take it steady, do my own thing.
Have you had any advice from anyone or practice with anyone who you've been practicing with to prepare for this kind of tournament?
No, I didn't want to push it too much and do too much. I think I played well all year and I just wanted to do my own thing. So what I've done all year, I just wanted to keep doing that up until this point, which I have done. You know, I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself to do anything. Yeah, it's hard, it's your debut, you know, a bit nervous, but yeah, I thought I set up quite well and, you know, did just what I normally do.
Thank you, best of luck.
Cheers.
Charlie, well done on that huge win. Just listen to you speak, you sound very mature lad already, only 20 years old. What support network do you have around you, and how do you keep so level-headed when people are talking about you, and more people are going to talk about you now after that performance?
Yeah, definitely. I think people are talking about me, but I think it's one of those things, like, people around me. From a young age, when I started playing, I surrounded myself by the right people, which pushed me the right way. Took advice off the right people and did the right thing, and yeah, there might be a bit of expectations now, or your name chucked around there a bit more, but you know, anything can happen in darts.
Darts was always known for a long time as an old man sport, but what's the future looking like? Because you're very much part of that future, and over the past 2 years we've seen a huge boom in youth darts.
Yeah, I think the people younger than me who are playing at 14, 15-year-old. I mean, you've just seen Mitchell Lawrie get to WDF World Final of the men's at 14, 15-year-old. So yeah, darts will be a lot more scary in 5, 10 years when they're coming through other than me, and I'll be scared as well.
Thank you, well done.
Cheers.
Congratulations, Charlie. Was Cameron an ideal opponent for you with the way that he plays emotionally as well as yourself? And did you kind of feed off each other's rhythm? Because it was a great pace it was played at.
Yeah, I think when the draw came out and I looked at the draw, I thought, yeah, he's a top quality player, he's Cameron. But like you say, it's sort of right sort of pace for me. And yeah, I think it was a great standard of a game, and yeah, the pace were great as well.
And how highly do you rate the development tour and the Modus Super Series in excelling and progressing your career so far?
Yeah, what Modus have done for not even the younger generation. You look at people who have been there, done it, and dropped off, and it's like a reboost for Modus. And like they said, the development tour is just unreal now. Like it takes some doing to, you know, even reach semi-final, final, to get somewhere like that. You've got so many top quality players, it's crazy.
And now you're fully into this tournament. What will you do in the break between games now?
I'll just go back home, get a bit back to normality. You know, if people ask me what I do for a job now, I don't say darts player, I say I'm a bricklayer. I still work when I can. Luckily, the job that I have and the people that I'm surrounded by, they're very lenient with me, and they sponsor me a bit. So yeah, it's just get back to a bit of normality and you know, come back for our next round.
Well done, Charlie.
Cheers.
Congratulations. Will you be bricklaying between now and your next match, or are you going to not risk those injuries?
Possibly, yeah. I think the more you think about your injuries, I think the worse it gets. So you're better off just getting back to normal, not even thinking about it, and just doing what I normally do.
Watching the last leg in here was tense. Can you take us onto that stage and just talk to us about the emotions that you were experiencing?
I couldn't tell you what I scored or anything, and you know, adrenaline's just rushing through you, and you know, you don't even think about what's going on. Like I said, I couldn't tell you how many darts I went out in, what I set off with, or anything. So yeah, it was just a good feeling at the end of it, which I knew I'd finally get over the line.
The camera kept focusing on one particular lady. I don't want to make assumptions, but she was going crazier than everyone else in Ali Pali. Was that a relative of yours? You kept looking over to the family section?
Yeah, I've got loads of people there. It was probably my mum or my girlfriend. You know, they're more nervous than me watching. And like my dad were there. He's just like cool as a cucumber. Like, you won't see any emotion from him. And then my manager as well, obviously. You know, just trying to sort me out and head me in the right direction. I think that they got me through that game more than I got me through that game.
And there was a little embrace at the end. What words did Cameron leave you with as he left the stage?
I couldn't tell you. Again, it was one of them things where he did what he did, I was doing my own thing, and you know, that was sort of it. He just like, you know, we were talking before, and you know, he was saying it's not the draw that he wanted, but you know, it's not the draw that I wanted either. So
what does he mean by that?
well, he was going to draw. He's in top 64 right now, so we were going to draw someone outside the top 64, one of these qualifiers, and you know, he said to me, "Is it one person I didn't want? Then it'd probably been you, or maybe Bo Greaves or someone like that."
Well, that must give you confidence going into the next round. But congratulations, a great career, I'm sure.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Afternoon, Charlie. Great to meet you. You said earlier today that you are a bricklayer before you're a darts player. You know, at what point do you think you'll be able to put the bricklaying to the sides and just focus fully on your darts?
I'm hoping next year I can sort of dedicate a lot of time to darts, and you know, to a card or not, it's I wanna have a year doing what I love doing, and you know, sort of dedicate a lot of time to it.
You were 12 years old when you played in your first darts tournament as well. When you look back at your journey from when you were 12-year-olds and the work in men's clubs to, like, obviously winning on Ali Pally in front of thousands of people, you know, like what are like the parts of your journey you think about which stick with you most?
I think about the people, what sort of led me in the right direction. You know, I grew up as a young lad, my dad were a good player, but like never sort of did anything in the game. And you know, a lot of my dad's mates, he were with Peter Jakes, who's played here before, and you know, he sort of pushed me in the right way. I did Peter Jakes, Brian Alice were another one, and they sort of just pushed me in the right direction. And even like the family what I had, what had come to working men's clubs on when I was young, and sort of pushed me in the right direction.
I can imagine being on that stage must be like your head's in a washing machine, there's so much stuff going on. But every time you stepped up for your double, the volume in the arena rose quickly. It was quite clear that the fans were probably backing you at the time. You know, obviously you're in competition with everybody, but do you have a degree of sympathy for your opponent, for Menzies, in that kind of situation?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I think if people handle it differently, and you know, the way he handles it is up to him, essentially.
Sure. Thank you, Charlie. Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
Last one or two, please.
Congrats, Charlie. Before the World Youth Championship, the night before in Leicester, I asked Luke Littler if he wasn't to go on and lift the World Youth title for a second time, who does he think's got the best chance? And he said your name. Do you have a good relationship with Littler away from the Occep? And that must fill you with confidence that he has such high praise for you.
Yeah, definitely. I like Luke's #1 in the world. I get that, and people see him completely different to how I see him. I've grown up with Luke. I played for England with him, and going through all the JDC England events. You know, growing up as like a really good mate. So, yeah, we have a good relationship, and yeah, it does feel good because obviously he's done what he's done for the game, and I think it's great. But yeah, it's good knowing that, you know, he sort of knows who I am and acknowledges it and how good of a player I am.
Did you drop him a DM before the World Championship for any advice?
I haven't been on social media for a week. I don't, especially before a big tournament like this, I just think it's not worth it. You see stuff that you might not want to see, and you end up just thinking about all that side of things. So yeah, whenever I get my phone back, I won't even look at it.